What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and today we're going to take a look at the April Player of the Month program. We're going to give you some predictions about that. I'm also going to talk a little bit about what you can expect in the April Player of the Month program as well. That's why we're going to start off on MLB The Show 20, because if you've never seen a Player of the Month program, it's most likely going to be like this. So I wanted to show you what it's going to be like. And I'll give you some predictions based on real life baseball, what we've seen and what you can expect. So you know how to build out your team, you know what to collect. Now, every month in MLB The Show 21, there's going to be a monthly awards program. This is the one for last year in MLB The Show 20. Now, April was a little bit different last year because everything that was going on. So let's go ahead and take a look at September. So basically, here you can see some cards, and let me move myself out of the way. Maybe I'll move myself down here. I think I should be good and out of the way. So every single month, there's basically these cards that get released that are players of the month. And then you have a boss card at the end. For September, it ended up being this J-Ram card. The missions, you know, there's going to be missions with these particular cards that you will have to do, as well as moments that you'll have to do. And you'll build up these monthly stars or whatever they're called, these monthly items. See that big M over there? The collections, you also have, we take a look at the collections. You're also going to collect some of the monthly award cards as well. You might be able to not do one or two, it looks like, but for you're going to need most of them. So we'll take a look at those in MLB The Show 21, where to find those, all that kind of stuff. And then there's some more moments, and eventually you unlock a super card. These cards are amazing at the end. It's definitely something that you're going to want to do, especially when we take a look at the potential cards that could be in this year's game. So that's basically what monthly awards are like. They give you some really good cards. You also get some Tops Now packs along the way for doing these. So that's another key thing to keep in mind. But let's go ahead and jump back on MLB The Show 21 real quick. All right, so you can see the schedule here. The monthly awards are going to drop on May the 5th. See it right in the middle there, monthly awards, April monthly awards program, players, and lightning flashbacks. Today is Monday as I'm making this video. The flashbacks will be dropping on Wednesday. What time? Usually about 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. That's when new content drops. So that's what we're going to be looking for on Wednesday. Now, as we go into Diamond Dynasty here, we go over to the programs tab, we go over to monthly awards. You can see how it says coming soon. With that first top left box, that's going to be like what we saw in MLB The Show 20. And if we go over to the collect tab, and then we go over to collections, and then we go over to, I believe, let's see, legends and flashbacks, then we go over to Tops Now. You can see I have my Tops Now all ready to go. I actually have every single one of these cards all ready to go. So we might not have to get all of them. You know, we might have to get 12 of whatever this is. 8, 14, that's 12. Let's see. 4, 8, 12, 16, 18, or excuse me, 16. So maybe we only have to get 14 out of 16. But you're definitely going to want to have some of these cards. Now, again, we saw that we're going to be able to get some of the packs from the reward path itself. But the other way that you can get these packs is you can either buy these cards out of the market, but what I recommend that you do is you hop into play, you go to single player modes, and then you go over to moments, and then you go down to the Tops Down moment, and you can see you get one of these packs every time you complete all of the moments. So you're able to get some of these packs along the way. Definitely knock out these moments to get the packs so you can get a lot of the cards for free, then maybe get a couple from either the markets or just doing the program itself once it drops on Wednesday. So now let's take a look at some IRL baseball and see who's been performing a lot, and then I'm going to explain based on who's been performing a lot and their cards in Diamond Dynasty who potentially could get a card this time around. All right, so let's take a look at some of the MLB stats in real life to see who might be a part of this April monthly program. Now, these stats, they're from my fantasy league. I run a fantasy league. I feel like the scoring is pretty well set up. The thing at the top here is you've got to ignore Shohei Ohtani because it puts in his hitting and his pitching stats. So he's at the top of the list. But the best hitter so far based on points, the most points scored has been scored by Acuna Jr. He's number 1. Number 2 is JD Martinez. Number 3 is Castellanos. Number 4 is Chris Bryant. Number 5 is Vlad Jr. Number 6 is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Then we got J-Ram. Then we got Justin Turner, Corey Seager, Whit Merrifield, Mitch Haniger, Trevor Story, Xander Bogaerts, Eduardo Escobar, Freddie Freeman, David Peralta, Ryan McMahon, Nolan Arenado, Tommy Edman, Yuli Gurriel, Rafael Devers, Carlos Santana, Nelson Cruz, Eric Hosmer, Machado, Canna, Bo Bichette, and we got Alex Verdugo. So at this point, I mean, we listed off a ton of them, but there's probably going to be some players in there that are going to be a part of this. And we're going to take a look at why some of them might be in it and some of them might not be in it based on their cards that they already have in Diamond Dynasty. Let's go ahead and take a look at all the pitchers so far that have done well. Now, my league, it's a little bit skewed towards non-relief pitchers. It's more skewed towards, I would say, starting pitchers. I feel like starting pitchers, that's the wrong thing. Let me click back there so it has the total. These have been the best starting pitchers. They've scored the most points so far in my league. We got Shane Bieber, Garrett Cole, Jacob deGrom, Trevor Bauer, Joe Musgrove, Tyler Glasnow, Yu Darvish, Max Scherzer, Clayton Kershaw, Kevin Gossman. We've got Julio Urias. We've got Aaron Nola, John Means, Carlos Rodon, Anthony DeScafellini. I always say his name wrong. I apologize. Jack Flaherty, Brandon Woodruff, Zach Wheeler, Trevor Rogers, Sean Manaea, Corbin Burns, Danny Duffy, Zach Eflin, Sandy Alcantara, and we got Nathan Eovaldi, Jose Barrios, Kyle Gibson, Dylan Bundy, Aaron Savali, John Gray, Zach Greinke, Freddie Peralta, and Chris Bassett. So those are the top scores so far from the pitching side. And let's see, I'm gonna go and get some relief pitchers as well, because I know mine's a little bit skewed towards starting pitchers. So let's go and take a look at some relief pitchers. Your top scoring relief pitchers in my league: Freddie Peralta, Austin Gomber, Cole Irvin. I wonder if these are some pitchers too that are relief starting pitchers, because that's what I'm starting to see as well. Like, we need like true relief pitchers, not relieving starting pitchers like some of these guys that are going to get more innings. So we got Matt Barnes, Mark Melancon, we got Lou Trevino, Josh Hader, we've got Alex Reyes, we've got, I don't know, maybe we'll see one of these guys. We got Chapman, we've got Jake McGee, and we got Diego Castillo, Yasmiro Petit, Cesar Valdez, Cesar Valdez, I'm sorry. And there's a look at some of the potential relief pitchers as well. So now let's go into Diamond Dynasty, and I'm going to explain why some of these cards might get a card or might not get a card. All right, so now we are back in Diamond Dynasty, and we saw the top hitting player in fantasy so far is Ronald Acuna Jr. Now, Ro is probably not going to get a Player of the Month card, and let me explain to you why. Even though he's the top player, in my opinion, for this month, he scored the most fantasy points as a hitter, he probably will not get this award because he already has a high 92 overall diamond. So that's one of the things they try to do with the monthly awards. They try to take lower tier cards that are maybe have a gold or a silver, and they reward them for that month and they boost them up. Now, is it impossible for a card that's already a diamond not to be Player of the Month? It's not, but they try not to double up. So if they made another Acuna card that's very similar to what his card is already, it's just something that they try to avoid. So that, I don't think he will be a Player of the Month. Now we got let's see, let's go over to the the Red Sox here. JD Martinez, second highest this time around as far as hitting is concerned. He's at 83 gold right now, but they did just drop an Arizona JD Martinez already this year. I don't see him being a part of it. Now what's crazy is, I swear, always like Castellanos has been a part of this. He's had Player of the Month cards before, and he's right there again. Right there. He's right there again. He's literally right there with his hitting again. It's possible that he makes it back in. The only reason I think he might not make it back in is because he's had so many of them in the past. He's been we saw that J-Ram that was the player of the month. He's had one as a player of the month. Last year, when we were dealing with all the stuff that we were dealing with last year, they brought him back as well as kind of like a throwback. They did some throwback ones because we didn't have real life baseball, so they did some throwback ones. They brought back his card last year. I don't know. That's the only reason I see maybe they don't do it this year, is because we've had it so many times in a way. So I feel like Castellanos, even though he's way up there, I feel like he's probably not going to get one. Now, one that's interesting is actually Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant could potentially be in here. I definitely think he could be in here. Let me go to the Cubs. I went all the way the wrong way. Now, Chris Bryant, let's see. Where are you at, Chris Bryant? Let's see. Chris Bryant, 81 overall. Can play multiple positions. Fan favorite as well. Good hitting stance. Now, Chris Bryant usually gets like a signature card that we'll see kind of like in the headliners packs. That's usually like kind of how he rolls year to year, is we see some kind of card like that. And let me, I don't know. I'll try to get myself out of the way of the stats here. Maybe I'll move myself like right here. I don't know. It's probably good right here. Sorry, I got to move this camera around so much. But Chris Bryant potentially could be in here. I just think he's a candidate. But the thing is, he does get a card later on. He'll get some kind of like cool Chris Bryant high diamond type of card. But maybe this is the spot to get his card in early. I don't know. I think he has a chance of being in this. Now, I'm going to show you another card here. This card really probably should be in here. Let's go ahead and go over to the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, this card right now is just not very good. It's an 80 overall, and I feel like we all think that Vlad has a lot more power than 70 and 76. You know what I mean? And I just feel like this is a prime candidate to be in the mix here. Vlad is like well liked throughout the community. People really like Vlad. He's got a new swing this year, which honestly, I don't know if it's completely new, but it does feel like more like his actual swing. I've not had very much success with his gold card trying it out in events, but I do feel like this is a card that could definitely be in the mix here as we go forward. I feel like Vlad Jr. could possibly be one. Now let's go to Texas. Let's go to the Rangers here. Now this is one of the most underrated players in baseball. He's got the secondary of catcher, which is interesting. More of a contact hitter so far in the game, but Kiner Falefa, it's possible. He's been playing shortstop this year for Texas. He actually got a gold glove last year playing third base for them. This is the type of card that feels like it could be early in the monthly program. It just has that feel. It has that name. It just has that feel of being like maybe your first round pick or one of the first picks in there. 78 overall. I think it's good when they do these kind of cards also for a team like Texas that isn't the best right now. They're kind of rebuilding. It's nice to throw a card that their way also, because like if you look at their live series collection, if you're a Texas fan, there isn't a ton for you to go after in a way. If we just go to like filter to let's see, sets, no, not that. Yeah, actually, yeah, no sets. So let's just go to their live series collection. There we go. So they pretty much don't, you know, they got like a lot of bronzes, a couple silvers. Like they need some like cooler cards. So I really feel like he's gonna get one. Honestly, I feel like he's gonna get one. All right, let's go over to the Indians also here. That's our next person on the list. Let's see, Indians. We'll just stay in the live series for now. There we go. So it could be a J-Ram. J-Ram's definitely up there, and he's had one in the past. We've already seen that multiple positions, switch hitter. You know, a very popular type of card. This card is actually very, very good, by the way. Like he plays above his head. He's very, very good. I got him to parallel 3 in the event. I feel like he's possibly could get one, but again, he has a high diamond. I think this would be a good time just like not to give him one. Let's head over to the Dodgers for a couple of Dodgers here. So we got Justin Turner. He's a gold. I feel like Justin Turner probably should get one. He was like way up in the stats like all month, it felt like, and I really feel like he might get one. I think he's probably gotten one in the past. So like throughout the years, I feel like he's gotten something like this in the past. I feel like Turner could definitely be in the mix to get one. Do I really want him to get one? I don't know. Like, he's got a big leg kick in his swing. I wouldn't be too unhappy, but he doesn't have a lot of speed. I don't know. This one might be in there, but it's not necessarily one that I like. I'll be like really happy if it's in there. I'll just be like, all right, that's cool. I understand, but it's not like a one that I would be like really hyped about. So we got Seager as well, who could be in there. Now Seager would be fantastic. He got the World Series moments card last year. He's got a high diamond at 85. He actually just went down in overall a little bit. Could that be something to show us that there's going to be a better one coming out soon? One of the best swings in the game. One of the best players in the game. He's like my main pinch hitter off the bench, and my team has a lot of good cards on it. So I would love to see a Seager. I think the community would love to see a Seager as well. Let's see, we got as well. Let's head to the Kansas City Royals. That's our next player on the list here. Whit Merrifield is a definite possibility because he's a gold card. Again, look at our collection for the Royals. We have got a lot of other cards that we've gotten so far. We just got George Brett, we got Jorge Soler, so we've got some cards also, but I feel like Whit's definitely a possibility because he could go to Diamond. He's had some flashback, or excuse me, he's had some what's it called? He's had some show finest cards in the past. I feel like Whit Merrifield could possibly be in this spot. Like, this is another card like Kiner Falefa that it just feels like Whit Merrifield could be a part of this. So I think he has a chance. I do think he has a chance. I just see the next name on the list. I know that he's definitely got a chance, and the reason I say that is because the Seattle fans, they love their team. Mitch the man Haniger is what I like to call him. I could definitely see him being a part of this. He just looks like it just seems like a card that could be a part of this. No doubt about it. We'll try to keep these synopsises a little bit more short here so we can get through some more of the cards. Haniger definitely could be a part of it. Again, we got another really good player here for the Rockies. We got Trevor Story, already a high diamond. I just don't feel like this is the spot for him because he's already got the high diamond in the game. Now let's go ahead and go over to the Red Sox again here. Red Sox, we got Xander. Xander is definitely a possibility. Had a show's finest card last year. Definitely a possibility, but there is already that Xander Bogaerts for Team Affinity, so I would say the chances, I don't feel like the chances are that high because we already have that Team Affinity one, so this will just be like a good time to pass because he's already got that other one. All right, this guy has been playing really well for the D-backs. I could see him being in there. I could definitely see Escobar being in there. A lot of positional versatility on a team that doesn't have like a lot of natural diamonds in their live series set. Definitely could see Escobar being a part of it. And while we're here, you know, also David Peralta, the freight train. You know, a lot of people like David Peralta as well. He could definitely be a part of it. I'm not going to go to every single card for the rest of the way. Freddie Freeman, he's got a high diamond as well. Ryan McMahon, he's already got a diamond as well in the Topps Now set. Nolan Arenado, high diamond. Tommy Edman would be an interesting possibility. I would like to see that. We got Yuli Gurriel, Rafael Devers, Carlos Santana, which would be really cool to see him. Nelson Cruz, Eric Hosmer would be cool to see. Machado, and Mark Hanna just got like one of his throwback cards. A Verdugo card would be really cool as well. But that's pretty much our hitters so far. Reese Hoskins would also be awesome. Even potentially Cedric Mullins, and even like down the list more. I mean, that's when we start getting to like Mike Trout, but that's pretty much, you know, I'm looking at this and we're not seeing the guy that we all want. And the guy that we all want, and I was thinking about it today on my stream. I was like, do I really want him? Because as much as I want him, he will also be so good that I'm not sure if I do, and that's Buxton. And Buxton just got bumped up to an 87. If his hitting stats are something in the 90s and 100s, look at his fielding and his speed. They're ridiculous. He has 99 fielding with 99 reaction and 99 speed. This is one of the best cards in the game, low-key, because he plays above his stats. And he's got a good swing. If he got the player of the month and he got the extra hitting stats, he just becomes absolutely ridiculous. So if this does become the player, and he was on fire, he got injured, that's why his stats are a little bit down, and I'm not sure if he's going to be it, but I think this is a card that a lot of people want. We should also talk about Ohtani possibly being the player of the month too, because he was fantastic on offense and he has that pitching capability, and he only is like an 80 gold right now. We could use a better Ohtani card. I would not be upset if he got it as well. Now let's take a look at the pitchers. All right, let's take a look at what potential pitchers we got. We already saw their stats. Let's take a look at the potential pitchers as well. Let me make sure this is all sorted out. It is. So let's go ahead and go to the Indians here. Let's see, Indians. All right, Indians here. Bieber, high diamond already, almost a 90. He's not getting one. Cole, same thing. High diamond, he's not getting one. Jacob deGrom, high diamond, he's not getting one. Bauer, 86 overall diamond. I don't feel like he's getting one. Maybe this is just the time when we get a lot of hitters. Joe Musgrove, he just got a moment's card. Now, Tyler Glasnow definitely seems like it could be a potential card here. Just because Glasnow is at a 79. He's got the four seam, the curveball, the slider, and the changeup. Nice pitch mix. We will talk more about the best pitchers in the game. I'm waiting for new content to drop. I'm waiting for this program to drop. So if you're looking for that video, it will be out soon. But Glasnow, definitely a potential candidate. Yu Darvish already has a diamond. Scherzer, diamond. Clayton Kershaw, diamond. Gossman. Now Gossman is definitely a potential. Had a show's finest one. A show's finest card last year. Has a 78 silver. This would be a good one to boost up there. Four seam, splitters, slider. Not the best pitch mix, honestly, but maybe they would give him a different pitch mix, throw another pitch in there, kind of boost him up a little bit. It's definitely possible that we see Gossman. Urias is on the list as well. So let's head over one team to the Dodgers, two teams. Urias had a show's finest card, I believe, as well. Let's see, where is Urias? Right here. Four seam, SCV, the changeup and the slider. Definitely potential. He could even be, they've got him as a starting pitcher, but he's done some relief pitching in the past. Maybe they can make him a relief pitcher, something like that. He's had some cards like this in the past too. I think it may be like a World Series card last year, something like that. All right, Aaron Nola, diamond. John Means would be a good one. John Means would be a real good one because he's on the O's. O's need some players like that. Four seam, changeup, curveball, slider. Definitely could see John Means getting up there. He's putting up some numbers. Carlos Rodon, I don't think it's gonna happen just because we got the Topps Now version of him already for his no-hitter. He really should be up there, but I don't think we're gonna see him. All right, we got the name that I cannot say very well, and I apologize. Let's go back over to the Giants and D. Scaffellini. I know I said that wrong. I apologize. I hate when I say names wrong, so just know if it's bothering you when I say it wrong, it bothers me too. Slider, four seam fastball, two seam fastball, knuckle curve, and a changeup. He could get a boosted card. He's been pitching well this time around. Let's see, Jack Flaherty, he's got a gold card, but he's already got the affinity card. Don't see that. Woodruff, if we get a Woodruff that's good, it could be a problem because he's got a real glitchy one. He's a gold right now. Look for potentially Woodruff. We got Zach Wheeler. Trevor Rogers would be crazy too. And I could see Trevor Rogers possibly getting in there. Corbin Burns, I feel like that was the one that we've all been waiting for too. Corbin Burns could be the lightning one for sure. Danny Duffy should really be in the mix also. Danny Duffy should be in the mix. He's been fantastic so far. I can see him getting into the mix as well. We got Zach Wheeler on this list. Those are definitely some of the ones that you could be potentially having on your team. Which ones do you think it's going to be though? Which ones are getting you the most excited? Put it down in the comments below. I want to see your prediction today, so when we go back, we can look at the comment section. And when you're in the Twitch, you'll be like, in the comment section, I predicted it. Go back and look at it. It's on the record there. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you in the next one. I can't wait for the monthly awards. I hope it's something beast. I know we're not talking too much about the actual relief pitchers, so I need you to leave some potential relief pitchers as well in the comment section below. Have a great Monday. Have a great Tuesday as well if you're watching this video on Tuesday. Can't wait to see what these monthly rewards are. I'm about to go edit. Take it easy.